Bruce Reynolds was not a man you would find at an ordinary job. He was a man of vision, someone who saw the world not as it was, but as it could be. His mind was always racing, always plotting, always a step ahead of everyone else. He was a dreamer, a schemer, a man who lived life on his own terms. To him, the mundane was a prison, and he sought freedom in the extraordinary. His world was filled with fast cars, luxurious suits, and the constant thrill of outsmarting the system. Every day was a new challenge, a new puzzle to solve, and he relished every moment of it. Yet even among his audacious ventures, the heist he envisioned for August 8, 1963, was in a league of its own. It was a plan so bold, so daring, that it seemed almost impossible. Reynolds had caught wind of a weakness in the seemingly impenetrable armour of the Royal Mail. He saw an opportunity where others saw only risk. A high-value train, routinely carrying millions in cash, rumbled across the country on a predictable schedule. It was a moving fortress, but Reynolds saw it as a challenge. It was a target that sparkled with irresistible allure for a man like Reynolds. The thought of pulling off such a heist was intoxicating. He saw it not just as a train, but as a moving vault, ripe for the taking. The more he thought about it, the more he became convinced that it could be done. The seed of the Great Train Robbery was planted. It started as a mere idea, a whisper in the back of his mind, but it quickly grew into an all-consuming obsession. Reynolds, with his charismatic personality and knack for weaving intricate plans, began assembling a crew. He knew he couldn't do it alone. He needed the best of the best. He needed men with specific skills, men who wouldn't crack under pressure, men who understood that failure was not an option. Each member of the crew was hand-picked for their unique talents. His reputation as a resourceful and daring leader preceded him, drawing in a colourful cast of characters, each with a unique role to play in the grand scheme. They were a motley crew, but together they were formidable. The stage was set for a showdown that would etch its place in criminal history, a testament to meticulous planning and audacious execution. Every detail was scrutinized, every possible outcome considered. It would be a night that would forever link the name Bruce Reynolds with the Great Train Robbery, a night that would go down in history as one of the most daring heists ever attempted. The success of Reynolds' audacious plan hinged on meticulous planning and unwavering secrecy. Every move, every decision was calculated with precision, leaving no room for error. Every detail, every possible contingency was meticulously analyzed and addressed. The team pored over maps and blueprints, scrutinizing every inch of the terrain and the train's route. The gang, bound by a vow of silence, convened in secluded locations, their faces hidden in shadows, their voices hushed whispers in the dead of night. A secluded farmhouse on the outskirts of the city became their war room. It was here that they laid out their plans, far from prying eyes and curious ears. Maps were unfurled, the train's route traced and memorized. Every twist and turn, every stop and signal was committed to memory. Schedules were studied, timing synchronized down to the second. The precision of their timing was crucial, as any deviation could jeopardize the entire operation. Every signal, every bend in the tracks, every potential obstacle was identified and woven into the intricate tapestry of their plan. They practiced their roles with unwavering dedication. Each member of the team had a specific task, and they rehearsed tirelessly until their actions became second nature. The signal manipulation, the halting of the train, the securing of the loot, each action was choreographed, rehearsed until it became second nature. No detail was too small, no possibility too remote to be overlooked. They checked and rechecked their equipment, ensuring that everything was in perfect working order. Lives hung in the balance along with the promise of unimaginable wealth. The pressure was immense, but it was this very pressure that sharpened their focus and steeled their resolve. The pressure was immense, yet the allure of the prize, the sheer audacity of the plan, fueled their determination. The promise of wealth beyond their wildest dreams was a powerful motivator. They were a brotherhood forged in secrecy, united by a common goal, their fates intertwined in the crucible of this audacious gamble. Their bond was unbreakable, their trust in each other absolute. As the day of the robbery neared, the tension crackled in the air, a palpable reminder of the high stakes and the perilous path they had chosen. August 8th, 1963 dawned like any other day, but the air crackled with unseen tension. The sun rose slowly, casting a golden hue over the rolling hills and sleepy villages, unaware of the drama that had unfolded just hours before. Under the cloak of darkness, Reynolds and his gang moved with practiced precision, their steps echoing in the stillness of the night. Each man knew his role, every movement choreographed to perfection, a dance of shadows in the moonlit countryside. They were shadows, ghosts in the machinery of the everyday, their presence unknown, their purpose about to unfold with stunning impact. The night was their ally, the darkness their cover, as they prepared to execute one of the most audacious heists in history. The target, the Glasgow to London Royal Mail train, a behemoth of steel carrying its precious cargo through the heart of the English countryside. This train, laden with money and valuables, was a moving fortress, but to the gang it was a treasure trove waiting to be claimed. The plan: intercept the train at a remote location, neutralize the minimal security, and vanish with the loot before dawn broke. It was a plan that required meticulous timing, nerves of steel, and an unwavering commitment to the cause. At a predetermined signal light, the gang sprung their trap. The signal, a beacon in the darkness, was the key to their success, and they manipulated it with expert precision. With calculated expertise, they tampered with the signals, forcing the train to a grinding halt at Sears Crossing, a desolate stretch of track shrouded in darkness. The screech of the brakes echoed through the night, a sound that signaled the beginning of their daring operation. The element of surprise was theirs, the first move in their carefully orchestrated symphony of crime. The gang moved swiftly, surrounding the train, their hearts pounding with adrenaline and anticipation. Heist tactics?